Today is day 7 of the video every day for a month in April challenge, and I thought I would talk about British money. So here we go.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. That's what I want.
Alright, in England we're working with the pound, which I'm sure you all know. But the smaller amounts are called, they're pence. So 100 pence equals a pound. And the singular form of the word pence is penny. Penny. So actually, in Canada and the States, we call it a penny, when really it should probably be called a centy or something for not pence, because we use cents. So it should be called something else. We shouldn't be using the word penny. We stole that. It doesn't really make sense. Here, they have a penny. Pretty much the same. 2 pennies. 2 pence. 5, which looks like our dime. 10 pence. 20 pence. 50 pence. 1 pound. And 2. Alright. Now, those are the coins. And I've always thought, and I say it all the time at work, I talk about change a lot, and they just, as far as I can tell, they just don't have good nicknames for their coins like we do. Like, at home, this would be a loonie, but it's not, because there's no loon on it, and actually, the picture changes like every year, so they can't really call it what the picture is. They could call this one would be a Cresty. Got a coat of arms on it. So that's not a very good nickname, because it sounds like Cresty. Same with the 2 pound coin. The picture changes a lot. But you can call it a toonie, because that just means 2. Maybe I'll call it a toonie. No one will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, besides that, they just call them denomination P. So like 50p, 10p. But when you say, like at work, if I'm out of change in this till, I'll call my boss and say, hey, I'm out of 50p coins. But if I say a bunch, like I'm out of 10p, 5p, 1 penny, and pound coins, it doesn't flow very well. Because at home I say, I'm out of dimes, nickels, and toonies. And that sounds good. Because you can add an S to anything. I don't know. They need nicknames. That's all I'm saying. Someone should come up with nicknames. It could be me. Okay, so one idea would be to nickname them based on what their picture is. Like the loonie at home. The $1 coin has a loon on it, so we call it a loonie. So that's an idea. So we could look at the pictures, and then let's look at the pictures. On the penny here, we have, can't really see it, a gate and a crown and some chains hanging down. And that is actually from Westminster Palace, and it's called a portcullis. So that's interesting. On the 2p coin, 2 pence, we have another crown and some feathers coming at the top and some ribbon. And the feathers, actually, it's the Prince of Wales feathers. So that's what that is. This internet page I have open says that people refer to it as the tuppence or the tuppenny, but I have never ever heard that outside of Mary Poppins. And on, where's my 5p coin? Here we go. On the 5p coin we have a crown and what looks like vegetation of some sort underneath it. And I'm reading here that that is a symbol of Scotland. It is the thistle. So the vegetation on the 5p coin is a thistle. And on the 10p coin, the bigger one, so hopefully you'll see it, it's a lion. That one's easy. I don't need to look that up. And of course, he's wearing a crown. I'm sensing a crown theme. On the 20p coin, We have a flower, which is probably a rose, because that is England's flower, and it's wearing a crown. Oh, this one's from 1985. That's my birthday year. Birthday year. Yeah, I meant to say that. And the 50p coin here, we have a lady and a lion. And I have read that this is actually Britannia and a lion, both which are symbols of Britain. So there we go. And she is not wearing a crown. I will tell you that. She's wearing a helmet. But on the back of all these coins, obviously, we have the lovely Queen. And on the pound coin, like I said, it changes a lot. But in this one, it has a crest on it with what looks like a unicorn, seriously, and some other animal. I don't know. And on the 2 pound coin, it just says 1908 and then 2 pounds. It's just a grid. It says 1908 across here, and then it says 2 pounds 2008. So it's some sort of anniversary coin. So some of the nicknames that they do have are, besides something P, is these are, since they're copper, they're referred to as coppers. So say somebody wanted to pay with a bunch of coppers when I was at work, they'd say, oh, or if someone's total was like 3 pounds 40, they go, oh, just let me get rid of some of these coppers, and then they pull out all their pennies and stuff. And it's just, you have to smile because saying coppers is just so charming. And then, whoop, dropped it. And then for the pound, they call it a quid. So like we would call it a buck, they call it a quid. In case anyone is ever wondering. Because before I lived here, I had no idea what all these nicknames were. I thought a quid was something totally different. I didn't know. It seems so silly now, so obvious to me now, but before I had no idea. So 1 pound, 1 quid. So I guess this would be a two quid, but nobody calls that. So nicknames. No more nicknames we need. So I'm just gonna start calling these nickels and dimes because it just means 5 and 10. I'm pretty sure, and that's pretty good. I mean, why not? We don't have 20 cents at home. We have 25. So I can't call this a quarter. I could call it a fifth, but that would be confusing. That would get very confusing. So I won't call it that. Half these? For the thing? No, that's terrible. Look, I'm not the one who's supposed to nickname the British money. It should be the British. So, calling all British people, nickname your money, and then get back to me. Let me know what you decide, and I will help you enforce that new nickname. I will. I'll use it. Just consider nickel and dime. They're good. They're solid. Good nickname.